I am Heidi Benjaminson, your host of Confidence Coaching, a podcast for mothers who want to stay calm, anchored, and like how they show up in the world. Life isn't a spectator sport. Success comes to those who show up every day with a pocket full of courage, grit, and a little sparkle. I'm glad you're here. Hello. Welcome to episode 188, Feeling Uncertain. I'm so glad you're here. I hope your early fall is going well. I appreciate your patience for a few episodes. Some of you know that my siblings and I moved my parents into an assisted living near me this year, and that, along with other family priorities, have delayed a few new episodes. Today, I want to jump right into the topic that I've been preparing for a while. I first did an episode about uncertainty when the 2020 COVID lockdown began. We were in an extreme period of uncertainty. I gave you a lot of mental and cognitive tools of how to talk to yourself, your children, and so forth. Those tools still work, and I'll add some today. I want to talk to you today about adding to those tools the nervous system, techniques, exercises, and new tools. Now, let's define uncertainty. We all think we know what it is, but I like to add context, definitions, so we know exactly what uncertainty is. Uncertainty is always about the future. We aren't uncertain about what is happening today or in the present. I'm uncertain about what I'll wear tomorrow, but I know right now I'm wearing workout clothes. I'm uncertain what my family will do tomorrow, but I know for sure right now my daughter is doing homework with friends. And I know for sure my husband and son are at the gym together. There's uncertainty in the world about future politics, economics. I'm uncertain where my daughter will go to college in a year, but I'm certain where she will go her senior year of high school, which is right now, the present. So remember from episode 186, where I describe the basics of our nervous system, which is like a software program that's always running. Our nervous system is always scanning for safety or danger. And based on what it senses from external or internal sensing systems, it will assign us a state, or as I say, a color. So when we're faced with uncertainty, our nervous system, it kind of goes into a bit of a tizzy. It's like your body's own personal alarm system starts ringing. Remember, this is actually a natural response that's meant to keep us safe. Your brain is basically saying, whoa, hold up. We don't know what's coming, so let's get ready for anything and everything. So by sensing this danger, our sympathetic nervous system sends us into the red and creates the fight or flight response. Our body and brain send signals to all parts of our body. Now think about this for yourself. How do you feel when you're starting to get stressed? Most people will feel their heart start to race, their palms might get sweaty, maybe feel jittery or on edge. Our body is literally preparing us to be on high alert to tackle any threat. Just knowing what your body is doing and that it's acting in a normal, healthy way actually helps us not resist the first feelings and sensations and discomfort of the uncertainty. Uncertainty is amplified when we know something's coming in the future. Researchers have shown job uncertainty takes a more significant toll on our health than actually losing a job. Similarly, research participants who were told that they had a 50% chance of receiving a painful electric shock felt more anxious and agitated than participants who believed they were definitely going to receive the shock. The heightened anxiety comes from us ruminating on the future with a subconscious belief that we won't be able to handle it, which isn't true. It's just our sympathetic nervous system wanting us to kick into stress overdrive, thinking that we may need the energy soon. It's just that we usually aren't anxious about the present. We're feeling anxious and uncertain about something that doesn't exist. So we have to learn to anchor back in the present. One of the first things I want you to do when you feel like you're suffocating from uncertainty, I want you to identify one person you can reach out to. It may be a close friend, family member, find someone who loves you and also isn't directly impacted by the uncertainty. But maybe they have felt it in the past, and tell them all about how you feel. Tell them that you're scared. Tell them what you're worried about. Tell them you need help managing the uncertainty. Tell them you need them to tell you that they felt this way before. Think of uncertainty as this energy, and by talking it out with a friend, you're moving it through you and you're controlling it. It isn't controlling you. I've done this many times with friends. I don't have a plan, but my nervous system is then calmed, and I've created certainty that I can handle the future. I want to give you 4 grounding exercises, which help us move from the red, heightened hyper zone back to the green, calm, and anchored zone. These exercises help us get our brain back online so we can access thinking skills. Because remember, we're not thinking with our higher brain when we're up in the red. First, deep belly breathing. I'm going to do a whole breathwork episode. For now, let me describe this very quickly. Deep belly breathing is probably the most effective nervous system calming tool, which we can do alone. Place one hand on your belly and one on your chest. This creates an energy cycle in addition to the breathing benefits. Now breathe in through your nose and feel your belly expand, not your chest. Expand your belly. This is activating your vagus nerve to send signals to your brain to come back to calm. Now exhale through your mouth. Do this for several minutes. Practice doing this when you're calm. Notice how you have to breathe different to expand your belly. Now do this for 1 or 2 minutes while you're calm to practice. And then next time you're drowning in uncertainty, find space to do belly breathing. Concentrate on the in and out, filling and emptying the belly. Do you feel a shift in your nervous system? Can you feel yourself going from the red emotional state back to a green regulated state? I know that I can. Now, here's another exercise, often called a grounding sensory exercise. Use your 5 external facing senses to anchor yourself back to the present, where there is certainty. Go through each of your senses. Do it out loud if you can, but to yourself if others are around and you don't want to do it out loud. Name 5 things that you can see. Name 4 things that you can touch. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. 1 thing you can taste. Of course, it doesn't matter if you mix up those numbers in the senses, but I find I can usually only taste 1 thing. This exercise takes me about 1 to 2 minutes if I concentrate, and I'm much more focused and regulated in the green when I finish. Life still exists as it did a few minutes prior, but I'm calm enough that my thinking brain realizes, okay, I can handle what's going on. This next exercise is what I call the toe to head awareness tool. I remember doing this with a friend who called me when she was having a panic attack. I was so grateful my phone was on and I answered, which isn't always the case. She was sitting on her bathroom floor having a full attack. We did a few other exercises. When I asked her to start with her toes, to tense and relax them, I asked her then how each body part felt. We worked up to her calves, her knees, her upper legs. She tensed and relaxed each muscle. She described it to me along the way. Then her torso, her chest, her arms, her shoulders, her neck, her nose, and her scalp. One by one, she tensed and relaxed the body parts to the extent she could. One benefit of this exercise, if we release any tension, is we release any tension that we may be holding in one of those body parts. I hold a lot of tension in my shoulders, so I routinely roll my shoulders back, tense, and release them through the day. This exercise often helps me calm my brain when I'm going to bed, to focus my brain on my body and away from my thoughts. The last exercise is visualizing a positive outcome. My daughter is a senior and applying to colleges. When I feel uncertainty creep in for how this will all play out, I picture her laughing with roommates and happy. It doesn't matter where. I visualize her opening acceptance emails and how excited we are. I visualize the most important outcome, and my body settles down. I feel a lot of uncertainty now around my parents' health and the help they will need from me. Will I be able to assist them and still take care of myself and my family? Notice how everything is about future unknowns. I visualize the people around them that are very capable of helping them. I visualize that I can handle everything and calmly prioritizing and saying no when I can't handle something being asked of me. I visualize people around me being very supportive and me feeling loved. The visualization isn't to gaslight myself into believing there's nothing to be unsettled about right now. I just want to be regulated and calm and at the same time allowing some of the unsettled feelings. All of these exercises are us in effect telling our nervous system, thank you for looking out for me, but we've got this under control. When the uncertainty of kids being away at college sinks in, I first find myself inside my body by anchoring in my senses or belly breathing. Then, when my higher brain is back online, I can ask myself, what do I know for sure in the present? I remind myself that it's good they are figuring things out for themselves, that it's better I don't know everything about what's going on. Once I'm safe and anchored in my body, I can then see the stories my brain is making up that are making me anxious and stressed, and I can pick apart those stories from every angle, even laugh at some of them. They then have less hold on me. I talk more about what our brain does when it has a lack of information or is uncertain in my free video series that you can get on my website, How to Not Freak Out When You Are Ghosted by Your Child. Okay, that's it for this week. If you would like to see how coaching will help you navigate children leaving home with less worry and more peace, sign up for a consult call at HeidiBenjaminson.com or DM me on social media. A confident mother is the greatest gift to her family, not a perfect mother. Our families want us to feel confident, anchored, and calm. I can help you uncover this version of yourself. Have a great week.